Hello, I'm Dan Goliath, and I will be discussing the book Me 2.0 by Dan Schawbel. Dan Schawbel's book Me 2.0 is about personal branding yourself, and specifically for Generation Y, my generation. I found this book very compelling and very interesting because I am Generation Y, and I will soon be graduating from Oakland University, and all the information in here is about finding what you love to do, finding how to do it the best, and being the best at it. What he talks about most in his book is personal branding, and there's 4 steps to personal branding. First is discovering your brand. That's finding who you are and what you want to do with the skills that you're best at. The second is creating your brand, and he does this by using social media sites like Facebook and Twitter to market yourself and be that brand that you want to be. The third step is communicating your brand. This is about public relations, getting your brand that you've created out there so other people can know about it. And the fourth step is maintaining your brand, and that's through search engine optimization and using Google to make sure that your brand is the only one that's out there for what you want to do. And one of the most important things that Dan Schawbel talks about is brand commanders, finding someone or a group of people who are the best at what they do and something that you would like to do. We're standing here today at the Oakland University baseball field because my brand commander is Pat Caputo. I chose Pat Caputo because he is a sports columnist for the Oakland Press. Pat Caputo was born and raised in Detroit, lettered in both baseball and football, and went on to Michigan State and got a degree in journalism. Pat Caputo got his start in journalism answering phones for high school football scores. He is now a journalist and the head columnist for the sports section at the Oakland Press. The reason I chose him is because he does a lot with Oakland University. He is a professor that I took, and he taught me a lot about sports writing. He's also one of the head columnists in Detroit. He's won a lot of awards for the stories that he's done. And he's a local guy. He doesn't want to go to the bigger papers because he just doesn't want to cover national sports. He likes to be at the high schools with the athletes, with the families, and covering all sorts of sports. And that's the kind of journalist I want to be. I don't want to sell out and just cover the Tigers or the Red Wings. I want to do everything in between, and that's why I chose. Pat Caputo is the perfect brand commander for me because of his very basic 1.0 life. He started off answering telephones for high school football scores, and eventually worked on the Oakland Press long enough to become a beat writer for the Detroit Tigers, the Pistons, and the Red Wings. Eventually he became a columnist in 2002, and that's when his 2.0 life started. He started hosting a radio show on 97.1 The Ticket, which is now the highest rated sports radio talk show in the Detroit area. He also works for Fox 2 Television, where he hosts television shows about the Lions. Where his 2.0 life really comes into play is when he started a Twitter account 2 years ago, updating all the games that he would write for. So last week he did March Madness and updated all the games, all the stats, all the players, all the action of the Michigan-Duke game where Michigan lost. He's also the first person at the Oakland Press to have a running blog, and he's also the first person at the Oakland Press to have a weekly video section that's posted straight to his website. He is definitely a trendsetter for the Detroit area and perfect brand commander.